All Pakistan Online Education Summit. Moving forward, I would like to hand over the virtual floor to Cloud team for conclusions. Mr. Diedon, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly loud and clear. The mic is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you. So in today's time, we have students that use the internet, use the YouTube. There are many other professional streaming services that present various courses like Magenta and Brilliant and many others. So students may want to study in such a more advanced multimedia platform. However, universities may find a problem in in allowing students to streamline their courses in such media because the content may not align with first the professor's understanding of the concept, and second, the university's curriculum. So although they may want to use multimedia as their platform, if the content does not entirely matches with these two issues, then they will come to a dilemma. In such cases, I have a camera, sorry. In such cases, I propose that such professors could use 3D multimedia custom-made for their own universities. And my NGO, D3IMARSIM, based here in Dardania in Europe, creates 3D videos for the professor according to their understanding, their narration, which they can then post on their universities for their students to see in their own language. It's a custom-based special kind of multimedia. So why is it special? Now we shall speak here because I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. So this will elevate the quality of learning with 3D cognitive multimedia. Why is it special? It is special because I am a general psychologist with emphasis in teaching with cognitive multimedia videos. I am also a researcher in this field. I have a PhD in this field, and one of the major authors that has done research in multimedia learning is Richard Mayer. So he has created these principles, which if a professional like me were to use in the multimedia that I create, then this will lower the students' cognitive load. And that is why the students can learn better with this type of multimedia compared to others in YouTube, in Brilliant, and so on, because they do not abide by these principles when they create the multimedia. It's just a show. I mean, Magenta even brags for its videos being created by movie makers, filmmakers. That is not a positive thing. Movies are for entertainment and not for learning. And if universities create such multimedia, then students will be entertained and they may not be ready for the following exams because those multimedia were not created by these cognitive load reducing principles which are specific for multimedia. So there are these principles, coherence, signaling. Signaling is when on the whole multimedia, certain part is made more viewable. Spatial contiguity, and these numbers here that you see, these numbers represent the number of research that support this claim that this cognitive load reducing principle really works. And this has been pilot tested, but we'll go on that later. Spatial contiguity also says that the content must must be near inside the viewing area of the students, segmenting and so on. So we abide by these principles when we create the 3D multimedia videos for the professor and for the university based on their curriculum, so as their students will understand the concept better. And this especially works for concepts that are difficult for students to understand. So on the other side, this is a random 3D video pipeline, right? First, the concept is understood, then it is illustrated, it is modeled, animated, rendered, and composed. This is a common pipeline. This is how 3D artists usually create their multimedia, their 3D imageries, videos. So what is special about my NGO D3 Marsim is that we can combine 3D videos with the cognitive theory multimedia learning theory to create custom-made 3D CTML materials for the professor based on their language, their understanding, and their curriculum. That is what makes this approach more special. Now, what will this do? It will, by reducing the cognitive load of the viewing student, it will create a higher quality class presentation. So the professor can include the video in the cloud presentation or a university platform or whatever they are using while they are teaching online. These videos can also, since they are custom made, custom built from scratch, then they can also be created to create quality research finding dissemination, right? So the findings in one research can be illustrated in a 3D multimedia, and then that used in social media, in YouTube, or wherever, to capture the interest of fellow colleagues, fellow researchers, so as they can use, they can see it, spark their interest, and then want to read more about the published research. So this is also useful for that. And since everything can be created in 3D cognitive multimedia, then this is only limited by the instructors and their imagination. Whatever they want, an image can be created to represent that, and the concept can be built on that, and this all can be used for their service. Right, so the cognitive multimedia videos have been pilot tested in real life settings, such as in these studies. The courses in history, which students previously found as boring, they were found then to be more entertaining, such as in the study Muhammad and Chong, 2011. Right, so cognitive multimedia has been shown to be in real life setting, when pilot test has been shown to be beneficial to students, to make it more appealing, more interesting videos. And then elevating the understanding of digital forensics by the senior employers in the financial sector. So even in areas where people can lose money, right? The risk is great, it's higher. Even in those circumstances, in this Saihani, Martini, and Choco study in 2016, it was shown that multimedia can benefit adult learners. In both cases, there were high stakes. In the first one, real exams were followed after the multimedia presentation, while in the second one, well, it's a financial sector, so it's a high risk environment also. So since this approach with using 3D cognitive multimedia learning videos has been demonstrated to be successful, and there is an NGO, it is my NGO, D3 Marsim, then we welcome colleagues that want to create specific videos for themselves, for their universities, with a joint goal of increasing the learning experience of students in their respected universities. Thank you. I would like to take some questions now.
Yes, sir. It was a detailed presentation and we really enjoyed it. Is there any panel discussion by cloud team? Mr. Mohammed Fahim likes to add anything or? Okay, perfect. No. So this is it from my side, and this brings us to the end of the day 3 of All Pakistan Online Education Summit. Now I hand over it to Sayyid Murtaza. Over to you, sir. Your aircraft.
Oh my God, what an amazing event. Series of challenges and accomplishments as well. The people who are still with us, I'd like you to stay for 5 more minutes. We're just going to wrap up the event, but your presence is very important. Now, before I say something, I'd like to request all the participants of the Zoom at the moment, if they would be kind enough to kindly switch on your cameras. I'd like to see you, and I believe everybody would like to see you. Okay, so if everybody can switch on their cameras, all right, that's happening. Okay. Now, before I start saying thanks, which is a very long list, a lot of people actually, but I really want to make a point here. Before saying something, I'd like to thank a very special person who have contributed in this APOES on a very basic level. For example, we as a technical team, we design architecture, but there is a person who's the chief architecture of this series APOES, All Pakistan Online Education Summit. She's the ultimate leader. She come up with the ideas, she come up with the solutions, that how can we actually make this technology useful for our faculty, for the people. She's a chairperson of a department. She have her own job responsibilities as well. But trust me when I say that she have actually played a very vital role, not just coming here and hosting the session, but even before this summit, she's been playing a very active role, and she have put a lot of effort. To the tireless efforts, to the continuous commitment, and amazing outcomes and performance and ideas, what can I say? I'd like to request to all of my team members to follow our tradition and clap for 20 seconds to pay a special gratitude and a special thanks to Dr. Nadia Anwar. Only seconds. And I can still not see some people there. Guys, please open your mics as well. Once again. All right, just a small token of appreciation to well-deserved, respected Dr. Nadia Anwar. We are, guys, please put your mics on mute. All right, thank you so much. Again, I'm listening my voice back. So on the conference room, please put me on the mute. Okay, so okay, let me go to. Okay, it's a series. So the man of the match is Dr. Nadia Anwar. I'd just like to request her to kindly say a few words before we conclude. APOES 3.0?
Well, of course, that was not scheduled by me. So you have actually disrupted the organized, the program, of course, without asking me. So you'll have to pay for it, Mr. Syed Murtaza. But of course, I have no words to say how overwhelmed I am. And of course, all the guests here, participants here, and all of you, you're all very dear to me because, of course, whatever you have said is not truly, because, it's all about teamwork. It's all about collaboration. It's all about giving each one your hand and actually trying to appease, facilitate, guide, mentor, and whenever needed, giving a shoulder to the other person. This is how we build a better world. So all what you have said for me, I would like to actually return it back with, with square, with square root and everything. I would like to actually enhance its impact and will give it back to you with all my gratitude and heartfelt warmth. With that, I would say that each one of you worked so very well for this wonderful event, and I'm truly grateful to you because, of course, I can be the face of the summit by sending correspondence emails, but the real work was done by you, and you have been always so very helpful and cooperative, and whatever I said, whatever I demanded, whatever I required, you promptly responded and provided it to me. So thank you. And I would also like to thank Mr. Rana Asfar Ahmed, who has been the ultimate mentor for all of us and who had been protecting us under his digital wings. So I would say that actually it's all his, work which has borne fruit, and I wish that it continues to bear fruit in the future. Just to wrap up today's summit, I would like to say a few words of thanks to Cloud, to Pearson, and to all our wonderful participants who have been here and doing some great presentations and sharing their ideas and works and projects and researches with us. So thank you for enlightening us and enriching our knowledge and providing us a way forward. Inshallah, we are very hopeful that we are going to meet again in spring 2022. We are hopeful that we are going to continue with this platform, including more collaborations, including more people, and including more warmth into what we are doing today. In the end, I will just summarize that no matter how much we talk about not being able to accept the new normal, not being able to change, still we have been initiated into something new, and we have come out with something new in hand. We have changed and we are changing. Like the hero presented by Joseph Campbell, who in order to get maturity has to pass through the initiation rites. He faces problems, he encounters monsters, and takes a journey back to his homeland with knowledge, maturity, and treasure. We have been able to initiate into something, into this new world, and we are in the process of facing problems and dealing with them. Let's see where it takes us. But I'm very hopeful that at least when we come out of this, or at least when we leave a future for our youngsters, we are going to be able to say proudly that yes, we did something for the world. Thank you very much.
What a great and inspirational thoughts, as always. Thank you so much, Dr. Nadia. Now there's a long list, as I mentioned, starting with Ms. Amina Kadir. She were a very active part of the summit, and she have hosted one of the slots as well. So thanks, Amina Kadir. She's a lecturer. Thanks, Ms. Meherjan. She's from Hybrid Institute. She was a very active part, and she's working as a business development manager over there. And then I'd like to thank each and every member of UMT-CONNECTED, my department. I bragged a lot about my department, but what can I do? I can't help it. Starting from the director, Rana Sir, Andaz Ahmed Saab, and till the all this interns and volunteers and permanent members. And I can honestly tell all of you that these people are were working from past 2-3 weeks, for more than 12 14 hours on daily basis, just to make this event possible. So it means a lot to us, and it is a very special and dear summit to us, and we always try to make it more and more interactive, useful, and special for all of you, just so we can add something back to our community, back to our society. We can add some change, some positivity, and do some good. With that, uh, uh, the the key, the petrol, the engines are always the partners, the sponsor. So I'd like to pay my special gratitude, special thanks to our strategic partners, which is Coursera, Pearson, Cloud, Diedon, LMS Pulse, Quality Matters. Our media partners, Superior University, ComSats University, Termate, Lab Exchange. This event is powered by Cloud, and they were very active part of this event as well. They have participated on daily basis, and the first day was actually hosted by the Cloud as well. And the event is organized by Hybrid Institute. Thanks to Allah, thanks to Allah Almighty, who have blessed us with such wonderful people and made us able that we can do something for our society. In the end, if any of the team members would like to say something, or else I just simply paid tribute to my country, saying Dil Dil Pakistan. And if everybody can switch on their mics and say Pakistan Zindabad with me on my count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Pakistan. Right. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.